Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but also high. Start your week by installing your game plan. In offensive and defensive, each week, once you've made your game plan, choose to start training.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL.
Thanks, Coach. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And here a look at the offensive starters for the Redskins.
Obviously a tough test for this offense right out of the gate. Road game in game one of the new year. Conventional wisdom says, go slow, take care of the football. I think in this case, attack early and get the home team back on their heels.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. Let's go. A huge play there for one. Washington, 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. Down right around the 25. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. 25 yards to the house. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And on the first drive of week 1, they get the football, and it's almost like it's week 10 for them. Their offense really looked in sync.
What a great carryover because
Here we go. Waiting.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, it's Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. On first down, Howard. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 45 on 2nd down, Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
The tackle there by Fabian Moreau.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a 3rd down. This is Corey Clement, the third-year back from Wisconsin. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 4th down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Eluding the pressure right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Third down. Here's Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. And this matchup, an important one for Week 1, an NFC East bout right off the bat. These two teams have met twice a year since 1936. 168 meetings overall, and the Redskins lead the series, but the Eagles, they have won 4 straight against these Washington Redskins. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Haskins to throw. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 34. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Saquon Barkley. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the rookie Saquon Barkley, the one who finishes things off with a touchdown run.
Here we go. 120. He's tired of me.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Now, opening week, certainly he didn't want to throw an interception, but the rookie got it out of the way. That's the first of his career.
Veterans throw interceptions week 1, week 2, week 3. It happens along the way. But you're right. He got out of the way. It's over. The big thing for him is, can he answer this question when he gets to the sideline? What did you see? Why did you make that throw? They'll work with it from there.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Check, Mike 42. Let's go, D. Big series.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A Redskin first down. The pickup, 15 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills in all aspects of your passing offense.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go! Here we go!
Now Haskins on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Chris Thompson, 32 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who is open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He'll return it from the 6. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
He's got Thompson here, complete. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins escaping the pressure right. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Vernon Davis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
So this drive spans...
Let's go. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Howard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Here we go.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Kill.
They run with Howard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Mike 54. Mike 54. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that's complete to Jeffrey. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. Carson Wentz beginning his 4th NFL season here in this ball game, and the last 2 years he was not in the postseason with his teammates, including that Super Bowl run in Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis. Was limited to 13 games that year with the ACL injury. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Haskins on 3rd down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Just like that.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Haskins. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Haskins, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, What have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Looking to throw, Haskins. And that is going to be incomplete. It was the veteran safety, Malcolm Jenkins, who got a hand in there to disrupt it. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Now Wentz again. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. On play action, Wentz. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Eagles get a score closer. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A very solid gain of 27. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but Redskins, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. The Redskins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Rolling to his right. Complete. Richardson has it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Saquon Barkley with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's...
Here we go. 180! Hey, I'm coming.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Wentz to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. Alshon Jeffrey. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey. 73 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Mike 51. Here we go.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They go play action with Haskins. Dancing to his left. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column, eluding the pressure. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Jeremy Sprinkle, 30 yards. ends. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
On play action, Haskins. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver. And that's caught inside the 30. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Haskins going to try to throw it, looking for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson there to make the grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Washington, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough play.